Welcome to the Kitchen Strong YouTube channel, where we provide you tips with how to integrate the beautiful Kitchen Strong boards into your lifestyle. I'm super excited because today we're making one of my favorites, a Mediterranean dinner board. And to do that, we've invited a special guest, me, Candace,
Hi.
a charcuterie enthusiast. So I have some girlfriends coming over tonight to enjoy the food, so let's get started. Okay, so tell me, what are all the ingredients we're gonna need? You gave us a little teaser, but what do we need to make this Mezze dinner board for serving 7 to 8 people or so?
So for my boards, I like to start from the inside out. So with this nice piece of salmon, we want to make sure we garnish it with the herbs. So we got rosemary, we got dill. Those are going to actually go on and alongside the salmon. We got fresh lemon that will top the salmon. Then we have our red onion that always complements the herbs as well. And we have our red, yellow, and orange roasted peppers, which will also go on one side of the salmon. And then our chunk of feta, I'm gonna actually do crumbles and chunks so that people have an option on the board and it kind of gives them a variety. Okay, so I'm gonna get started garnishing the pretty salmon. Here we go I have my lemon on top, and I like to alternate just to add more depth to the board. So I'm gonna actually alternate my rosemary and my lemon on top.
So while you do that, can you tell me how you got started, like doing boards?
Oh my gosh, so I feel like New Orleans brought out the hostess in me.
Wait, New Orleans, tell us.
I moved to New Orleans for my career, and it's just been, a great change for me. But New Orleans loves to eat, loves to party, loves to drink, and entertain. So that's really where I just got more into it. And these boards were a way to bring people together and just, give us a variety in one place. So that's really why I love to do these different boards.
And the other piece that I really like is you have one board, right?
Yes.
So, here we're using two,
Yes.
but that reduces all the dishes and
Yes.
all the negatives that come with hosting a party, right?
Yes, and what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take my tabbouleh, which is another staple with Mediterranean food, and I'm actually gonna just cradle this side of the salmon, and this is gonna be a nice dip, as you can see, that people can kind of pick up.
Nice. Now here we're using a mix of items that were cooked and then items that were bought. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Right. So some of these dishes like the tabbouleh, that it's pretty simple, but we actually bought this, and but we roasted our own peppers, our salmon. We smoked our own salmon, cut up all of our vegetables, and bought the dessert. The baklava is something that takes a little time. We bought that. So, it's nothing wrong with mixing it. It's very practical for people. And I think that's what's so great about having these boards where you can have fun with it, make your own things, but also save time and purchase from some of your favorite places.
Yeah, so this is starting to look really great. We have the roasted peppers, the tabbouleh, the fresh dill, the rosemary, the salmon. Oh my God, I can't wait to eat this.
And also what I like to do, I balance the board a little bit, so it's not always going to be just in one straight line or perfect, but that's what gives the actual depth, and it lets me be creative.
Okay, so we have our feta two ways, right?
Yes, we got our crumbles, and we actually have our cubed feta, and we also have some homemade tzatziki sauce, which Dana made. So we are also going to have that as one of our dips, and it also is a good sauce with the salmon or any of the items on the dish. So I'm going to place them in different areas. I got my chunks.
So tell me why different areas when you do that.
So in reading about this and kind of studying it, because I love it so much, you want to make sure the board is balanced. So you don't put, same colors, same textures. They don't need to be together. And that also gives people the opportunity to kind of see the whole board and different things.
Okay, so one of the things that I really like about making dinner boards is the creativity you can take with creating flowers. So here you use a cucumber to make a flower. So can you show us how to do that?
Sure, we take thin slices of cucumber, an English cucumber actually. You line them up in a straight line, like so.
And you use a mandolin to get them really thin.
They're very thin. So we're going to create this layering of an actual flower. Okay. And then from here, once they're in a straight line, you roll it. I would suggest rolling it pretty slow so you make sure you gather them all together.
And stop, drop, and roll never gets old, huh?
Okay. All right, we're almost there. And I'm going to use a actual toothpick to hold the cucumber together.
Little tip for hosting a party, you use the nice toothpicks. So they add a little decorative flair. Oh, that looks great.
Yep. And just to give it a little more stability, you can come in the other angle. And there you go.
Oh, perfect, like a little crisscross.
There you go.
Beautiful. Okay, so we are coming to the end. Look how amazing this Mezze dinner board is looking. Okay, so let's talk about the last finishing touches to the board.
Okay, so final touches for me are typically the small things, your nuts, your olives, any spices that you may want to use. So what we did, we sprinkled some oregano on here. I'm going to top it off with some olives, and they go anywhere. They're sporadic. They just add to your board. People can pick them up wherever.
Oh, you're just like throwing them.
Just throw them. I mean, literally.
Okay,
and
so it doesn't have to be perfect.
And even in your dip, you can just add one, throw one on top of there. And it's just something that they come across and pick up.
One of our girlfriends just arrived and is dying to try this food just as we are. Okay, so again, let's just wrap up by saying we're using the Cadillac Kitchen Strong board. And usually people use a flat platter to do a dinner board. But here we're using one of our cutting boards, the Cadillac cutting boards. And the good part about using this one is that it has juice grooves. So when you're putting your food on the surface of the board, this large surface, the juice will be collected in this juice groove and it protects your counters. So this is a really good board to use for charcuterie, cheese, or a dinner board like we're doing here. And again, one of the main reasons why I love this is we're gonna put it right in the middle of our table, so it's our centerpiece. We have one board, so we're not using a bunch of bowls and platters, so the cleanup is gonna be super easy. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the center of our board, and then we're gonna eat. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment below. Tell us about your favorite dinner boards that you like to create, and tell us what you want to see here on the Kitchen Strong YouTube channel. So thanks for watching and have a great day.
Enjoy.